All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Lal, and we're going to begin with our first appearance case calendar for misdemeanor cases. This is with the State Court of Fulton County. Today is November 1st, 2025. These are cases in which individuals were recently, which were created after individuals were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Your cases have now been formally accused, and when I address each of your cases, I will let you know what is your new case number, the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel for you when necessary, and to also set a bond. With regards to bond, some of you may qualify for a release or signature bond, in which you would not have to pay for the bond today, but you will have to comply with certain conditions, including not getting arrested again. The other type of bond would be either a cash or surety bond, in which case you would have to pay for your bond out of your own pocket or through a bonding company. Please remember when we are addressing your cases that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you choose to say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. Take in mind that these virtual proceedings are being recorded and live streamed. So if you have anything to ask, speak to your attorney. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Courtroom 2, who do we have, please?
Your Honor, we have position 10, Mr. Lloyd.
Mr. Lloyd. This was a case we addressed yesterday as well, right? With the outstanding battery charge still open, Mr. Nixon? Would that be correct?
I'm not sure, but I do see a battery charge added by the prosecutor. I'm not sure if anything was handled.
This is the case from yesterday.
From yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
We already addressed one case with him, and then there was this other pending charge that had not been accused. So let's begin with Zechariah Kanye Lloyd, accused now of 2 counts of battery from that one charge of battery we saw yesterday. Okay, case number is 25 CR 6859Y. Mr. Lloyd, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Atay. Right. Ms. Atay, I think his attorney yesterday was Mr. McLean. Okay, but either way, let's proceed. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Hold on, because I didn't.
Other
I
than
have
the
to get the
open
sheet from
case.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is second arrest. You had to open 25 PI for the drugs in the open case
All
and
right.
shoplifting.
Right. Mr. Nixon, what's your recommendation?
A recommendation here is $2,500 surety on each of the battery. On the newly added battery, $2,500 surety bond. Anger awareness, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. And I believe the court is abreast of the facts in this case, but I'll recite it if necessary.
All right. Ms. Atay, what's your recommendation?
Your Honor, it looks like he already has a $7,500 bond, and I don't know if the second battery. I just saw one battery. I mean, I would ask for
Yeah, we did have Mr. Lloyd in court yesterday, and I'm just trying to pull it up.
The bond was surrendered, so that's where the other good bond come from.
He has he has another case in which, yeah, he has 2 prior cases in which his signature bond was surrendered. And then yesterday he got a bond order for a $2,500 for a new charge. Let me go ahead.
for the
Sorry.
harassing communications.
Yes, harassing communications. And then I noticed that we still had this one warrant for a battery that has not yet been accused from September 19th, 2025. And I think it was Prosecutor Spear who indicated that we'll address it today, and now it's been accused.
So you're
Go ahead.
So Oh, sorry, Your Honor. Does he already have a $2,500 bond on one of these
Mm.
battery charges?
No, he doesn't have. This is a warrant in which the state has filed an accusation today. And instead of one count, they have decided to put 2 counts of battery from
Your
that
Honor,
one warrant.
I would request a $2,500 total bond, $1,250 on each.
Bond is set at $1,000 each. This is a $2,000 surety bond. And no further contact. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the victim's name. Mr. Nixon, do you have it?
Yes, Your Honor. The victim is Jade, first name Jade,
Oh,
common
Jay.
spelling,
Yeah,
Lassiter, last name.
that's the same alleged victim from the harassing communications and one of the other open cases. All right. No further contact with Jade Lassiter. Stay away from where she works, where she lives. No illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. And I'm going to reset this case to November 13th, along with his other cases. Thank you.
Next, we have position 10, position 5, Mr. Davis. Yeah, go ahead.
Terrence Marcus Davis is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property from July 4th of 2025, case 25 CR 6854G. Mr. Davis, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Miss Browning. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
16 got open obstruction, given false name. 2025 failed to appear. 2019 battery conviction. 2019 obstruction conviction. Got 2 FTAs from 2017, one from 18. You want me to keep going?
No, we're good. Mr. Nixon, what's your recommendation?
Recommendation here is a $2,500 surety bond, no further contact with the victim, and that name is Rodney, common spelling, last name Vinson, Vinson. Stay away from 2338 Springdale Circle Southwest. Anger awareness and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. The court would like a factual basis. I have that for the court.
What's the name of the alleged, what's the alleged location? Excuse me.
That's 2338 Springdale Circle Southwest.
Springdale Circle South.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Browning?
Your Honor, actually, there are 3 warrants total, like with different cases for that are holding Mr. Davis. I believe he was here yesterday, and one of those cases he got bond set on. There were 2 warrants, but there are 3 warrants, 2 others besides this that I was hoping we could be heard on all, so he wasn't just staying here over the weekend.
Let's see now. I have got one charge of criminal trespass, and he does have other open warrants. Was the state planning to accuse him of these other charges?
I wasn't aware of the other charges that are not accused. I see the charges now regarding Mr. Davis.
Judge, this is a gentleman that I talked about yesterday. So he has 2 separate battery family violence charges that the solicitors announced yesterday that they were transferring those cases to the DA. But I don't think anyone ever notified the DA of the transfer.
Were they transferred?
They were not. He's still holding on those charges, and he was never added to the felony first offense count. So I don't think the DA was notified of the transfer.
All right, we'll address those then. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Let's start with the one that has been accused, the criminal trespass causing damage to property involving Rodney Vinson. What's the state's defense recommendation?
Your Honor, we would be asking for a signature bond in this matter. He does have some other ones, and we're trying to get him out as and so we're trying to get the bond total as low as possible.
On what grounds?
Your Honor, Mr. Davis is 33 years old. He has lived in Georgia for the last 24 years, so the majority of his life. His family is here. He's married. He has a 15-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter. He lives with his children and his wife in Decatur. Your Honor, he earned his GED and went on to culinary art school and then ended up starting his own landscaping business that he has had since around 2020. It's called Heaven Sent Lawn Care. However, due to it being more seasonal work, he also supplements that with working in the fall and winter and other jobs that he can get. So currently he's also working at Subway because it has slowed down due to the fall. He does have a disability, Your Honor. He has limited movement in his left arm as a result of an attack where he suffered nerve damage.
Which one? Which arm?
His left arm, Your Honor.
Left arm? Okay.
Yes. Your Honor, he is the sole provider for his family. As I indicated, his work has lightened up due to the change in weather. And so he is not able to provide as much as possible. He has already been in custody for about a week because he is transferred from another jurisdiction. And so we are just trying to get his bond as low as possible so he can return home, continue working and providing for his wife and his children.
Okay. And what's his wife's name?
His wife's name is Kayla.
Okay. Because I've got these two warrants for simple battery involving one Nona Olmsted. I believe that's his mother.
Correct.
Okay. And then there's a Mia Davis.
That's, I believe it's his sister.
Okay. And this is at 532 Cleveland Avenue.
Correct. And
Okay.
he does not reside there.
All right. Mr. Nixon, are you apprised of what the state is planning to do with these two simple battery charges?
I am not currently. I'm reaching out to my office to see if there's any information regarding this. So we could just hold for that if possible.
Okay. And Mr. Jordan, are you doing the bonds for these cases today?
No, Judge, it's me, Miss Grace. And
Oh,
I'm
Miss Grace. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So let's start with the case that's been accused, the one involving Rodney Winson. On the criminal trespass causing damage to property, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. He is to have no further contact with Rodney Vinson, and he's to stay away from 2338 I think it's Springdale Circle in Southwest Atlanta. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And that case will be further noticed to November 13.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now let's then go on to Miss Grace. We're going to just list on the bond order the warrant number for now, and then whether the state decides to accuse it or it gets transferred to a DA's office, at least we've got a bond for that charge. This is the simple battery family violence under bond number EW 0496108. Okay, and on the same bond order, we're going to address we're going to put the other warrant as well. Okay. And that would be EW 0496109. For the bond ending in 6108, the charge is simple battery family violence. The bond is going to be set at $1,500. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Mia Davis. Stay away from 532 Cleveland Avenue in Southwest Atlanta. No illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, was that one, I think the ones ending in 108 and 109 were the ones heard yesterday?
That's correct, Judge.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So the ones
Those are
that
the ones addressed yesterday.
Yes, it's the battery family violence.
So which are the warrants that have not been addressed? Those
So
are the
it-
ones I'm seeing.
EW 0501585.
Oh, boy.
And
Mr. Jordan, I can't hear you.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Mr. Jordan, your volume, okay, let me
Using my
see.
laptop. I'll put it in. I'll put them in the chat.
it's,
Yeah.
Your Honor, it's EW 0501585
Sorry. EW?
050
Uh-huh.
1585.
1585. And what's the other one?
The other one is EW 0469755.
Someone had better decide what they're going to do with Mr. Davis. I mean, he's got multiple warrants at the present time. Okay. Good Lord Almighty. 1-6. Okay, that's the wrong one. Folks, they don't list the warrants by numbers over here, so I'm going to have to go through each
I can
one
tell
of
you
them.
the dates, Your Honor, if
No,
that.
I'm trying to find the warrants on the jailing screen. They don't list them by numbers. I just have
Oh.
a string of warrants against Mr. Davis. All
Yeah.
right. Warrant number EW 0501585. Date of incident is September 28th, 2025. Same victim, Nona Armstead. My goodness. All right. Miss Grace, can we start again?
Please.
All right. You've got the bond for the case that's currently accused, correct? Position number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's squared away. Put that aside.
Yes.
All right. The bond for warrant number EW 0501585. Charge is battery family violence. Victim is Nona Armstead. This one is going to be a bond of 2,500 surety bond. This is a battery family violence. We've gone well beyond simple battery now. And is no contact with Nona Armstead and stay away from 532 Cleveland Avenue in Southwest Atlanta. Oh, he came back after he was told to stay away.
Your Honor, I think that he came back. Like, these were all served, I believe, since he's been in custody. So I don't think he's been heard on any of them prior to being taken into custody this week.
Now let's look at the other one then. You good on the first one, Miss Grace? The one with 501585?
501585. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Battery family violence.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one that's still pending, and that should be the last one. Warrant is EW 0469755. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor. And this one chronologically is the first one.
Zero, four. It's not pulling up. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can, this one. I can't find that warrant. Mr. Jordan, would you be able to screen share that warrant? Good Lord Almighty.
Give me a second, Judge. Which
I
one?
can't see
Which
the
one?
warrant under 469755. Can you screen
Okay.
share it, please?
I'll see if I
If
can.
you have it. Oh, is this it? Okay, I found it. There it goes. All right, Miss Grace, under warrant number EW 0469755. Incident date is January 21st, 2025. Charge, battery family violence. Victim, Rodney Vinson.
So this Rodney Vincent again?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
And you're telling me he's married?
Yes, Your Honor. He
And
was
what's
just
his wife's name?
uh,
Oh,
his wife's name is Kayla. He was living with Rodney Vincent for a while. They were friends for a long time, and they were rooming together.
okay. All right. For this one, the bond is going to be set at $1,000 surety. No further contact with Rodney Vincent. Stay away from, again, the 2383 Springdale Circle, Atlanta, Georgia, in Fulton County. Multiple violence charges, multiple cases. Mr. Davis, this is your current bond. Based on what I was told yesterday, it looks like some of the cases may be going to the Fulton County DA's office to be considered as a felony charge. In the meantime, for Miss Grace, we are going back to the first bond order, the case position number 5.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll need him to have an ankle monitor for the first 120 days at his expense,
Bill,
just to make sure that he complies with the stay away and the orders. All right, we'll see him on November 13th for 1, 2, 3, and then the 2 cases from yesterday. Oh, the 2 charges on November
Thank you, Your
13th.
Honor.
Thank you. Okay, please let's not have another case like that. Next case, please.
position 6, Mr. Ely.
Alexander Love Ely is accused of battery family violence from October 31st of this year. Case number is 25 CR 6855H. Mr. Ely, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss Browning. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Yeah, one moment. All right, third arrest. Open case out of Clayton County, theft by receiving. And they got a robbery by snatch on the PSA. That's it.
Okay. Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommended $2,000 surety bond based on the nature of the charges and history here. The anger awareness, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons filed on bond. No further contact with the victim here. And the victim is Miss Rashonda Sanford. First name CHRISHONDA. Sanford SANFORD. And to stay away from 866 Marion Avenue.
All right. Ms. Sanford, if you are present and like to address the court, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. Browning?
Your Honor, we are going to be asking for a signature bond for Mr. Ely. He is 24 years old. He is a lifelong resident of Georgia. The majority of his family is here. In fact, he does live with his grandmother at the address of the incident location. He did pay rent to his grandmother before losing his job about 2 weeks ago. He was working in construction, and then the company no longer needed him. The work was slowing down. So until then, he had been paying rent. He's also, he helps as her caretaker. She has been removed from the breathing machine, but he moved in a while ago because she was on a breathing machine for about 1.5 years following COVID, and she would fall and pass out, etc. So he does help his grandmother out. The alleged victim is his cousin, who does not reside there. She, it seems, bounces between various relatives and does not have a stable situation. However, he does reside with his grandmother at that location full time. And he's been living with his grandmother there for the last about 3 years. He has his certification as a forklift driver, and he is partially deaf as a result of a tumor that had developed in his brain. It was surgically removed, but he does suffer partial deafness in 1 year as a result of that. Your Honor,
Can he hear us right now?
I believe so. We were able to
Mr.
communicate.
Ellie, can you hear us?
Yes.
Just now.
Okay. All right. Please proceed.
Yes. So he did actually recently resolve the Clayton County case. He said it was dismissed. He went to court in either the late spring or early summer for that, but maybe they haven't updated those records yet. But as you heard, this is his third lifetime arrest, but he has no convictions. He has never been arrested for a felony. He has no failures to appear, no history of violence. We are just asking for a signature bond as a result of that, and as a result of him losing his job recently and being his grandmother's caretaker. We're asking for a no further violent contact rather than a no further contact because his cousin has some unmedicated MH. And so he never knows where she's going to be. She does not have a stable residence or anything. And if you are not inclined to give him a signature bond, then we are asking that the surety bond does not exceed $1,000.
Okay. Is Krishana Sanford or Sandra Illy? Is it Sandra Illy on Zoom? No? Okay. Bond's going to be set at 5,000. It is going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 3. He'll get a $5,000 signature bond, but he will report to pretrial once a week. He's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and he's not allowed to own or possess any firearms. He's to have no further violent contact with Krishanda Sandiford and no violent contact with Sandra Illy. He is also going to enroll in a 24-week family violence intervention program. He will enroll in these classes within 30 days of being released. These are a series of 24 weeks of classes. He must pay for the classes out of his own pocket. So highly recommend that as soon as he's released, he starts looking for a job. He'll also be subject to random screens for alcohol and or illegal drugs. Marijuana is still considered an illegal drug in the state of Georgia. So please be mindful that you do not consume any of these substances while this case is open and active. Thank you.
Thank you.
Per judge, Melissa.
Yeah, per judge.
Judge, can you give me it's no further violent contact with both victims and then give me the victims' names again?
Sure. First name is Krishanda. Is Chris, C-H-R-I-S, and then Honda, like the car, one word. Chris Honda. Last name is Sandford, S-A-N-D-F-O-R-D. The second person is grandmother Sandra. Last name Illy, E-L-E-Y.
Thank you.
Random screens and FVIP. Thank you. Next case, please.
Next we have position 3, Mr. Batten. Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. Timothy John Batten is accused of simple battery family violence from October 31st, 25 CR 6852C. Mr. Batten, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Browning. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Fourth arrest on probation, reckless driving, 2025 DUI arrest. That's it.
Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Your Honor. The second recommendation is a $2,500 surety bond. In this case, no further contact with the victim, Josephine McCoon. First name is common spelling, last name is M-C-C-U-N-E. Stay away from the incident location, which is 1659 Monroe Drive in Atlanta. No weapons, alcohol, or drugs. Let's see here, just to make mention in this case, Your Honor, the victim said the defendant was choking her to the point she fell in the closet. Stated this is the second of 3 incidents of the defendant choking her, and stated that incident occurred approximately a month ago, where she was struck in the face. So that is the reason for the surety bond here, and the state would actually sound for the victim when appropriate.
So the bond says battery. Did the state reduce it to simple battery?
Yes, there is, I think a NOD that was sent over for the battery.
Mhm.
And then, there was a simple battery added by, the prosecutor on this case.
But there's still only one charge, right?
Only one charge, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Ms. Browning?
Your Honor, we are going to be asking for a signature bond for Mr. Batten. He is 49 years old. He's lived in Georgia for the last 20 years and does have family in the state. He is not married, but he has been with Miss McCune for the last about 4 to 5 years. He was residing with Miss McCune for the last 7 months at the address of the incident location. We are asking that he receive a one-time return with a police escort so he can get his belongings. Everything that he has, including his cat Caroline, is there in her residence, and that also includes his wallet. So he is unable to post any type of bond because his wallet is there with Miss McCune. But I did find out that Caroline, his cat, is good, safe, being well taken care of by Miss McCune at the time, or for the time being. He, as I said, he has been living there about 7 months. Mr. McCune has he earned his bachelor's degree from University in Alabama. He has a lot of acting, singing, dancing skills, and does work as an actor occasionally. He also had his own handyman business. He's qualified to use a bunch of tools, forklifts, all of those things. He worked for at Trader Joe's for 11 years until 2018 when he left because he started his own handyman business. However, in the last year and a half, he ended up ending that business because due to his age, he was unable to work in that capacity anymore. So actually on October 10th, he was rehired at Trader Joe's and will be going, or has gone back there. He has missed work today, though, unfortunately. He does have some physical limitations just as a result of age, like requiring surgery in his shoulder. As you heard, Your Honor, he doesn't have a history of violence, no felony convictions, and no failures to appear. So due to the fact that he doesn't have any access to his money or his phone to get numbers, and he just started his new job, we are asking for a signature bond.
Okay, Josephine McCune, please unmute and start your video. Yes, ma'am. Please raise your right
Can you
hand.
see me and hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah,
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Okay. Are the allegations set forth in the warrant or the statements that you made to the police officer true and accurate?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell the court?
Oh God. I've never done this before, so I'm a little emotional. I apologize.
All I need to know is whether you're comfortable with him being home.
When I talked this morning with them at the solicitor's office, I wasn't, and then I talked with Attorney Browning just a little bit ago, and I still wasn't, but everything that happened wasn't okay, but he's not a bad person. And I don't know how to resolve this, but he does need to get his cat and all of his stuff. I will take care of all of that. I don't know what to do.
That's okay. That's all right.
Is there a way for it to be, if he comes here, because he doesn't have anywhere else to go, I don't
Understood.
believe.
All right.
Is there
Miss-
like a non-violent contact type of thing that if he's here?
I'll think about it, but he's a big
I
boy.
just,
He's a grown man and you're a grown woman. So both of you will be able to take care of things from this point onwards. All right? You don't have to make decisions right now, but both of you can move forward. All right. Thank you, Ms. McCune.
yeah,
Let's see. On the simple battery family violence, the bond is going to be set at $3,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. Mr. Batten, I'm going to grant you a signature bond, but you need to set up so I can see that you're paying attention. Otherwise, we can address this on Monday.
Oh, ma'am, today's fine.
All right. From this point onwards, you are to have no further contact with Josephine McCune. You are to stay 200 yards away from her. You're not to communicate with her in any way, form, or manner, including in person, through mail, email, phone, computers, and even through a third party. Nor can you try to reach her or attempt to communicate with her through social media. You are to stay away from the location at 1659 Monroe Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. And within 30 days, you will update the court with your new mailing address because you can't use the Monroe Drive any longer. You're allowed a one-time visit to the 1659 Monroe location with a police officer. During that visit, you will retrieve your belongings and any pets you may have, as well as any medication you may have, but you're not allowed to remove or take any firearms that you possess. You're not allowed to own any firearms. You are also not to consume any illegal drugs, including marijuana, no alcoholic beverages, and as I said, you're not allowed to own or possess any firearms. You will report to pretrial services twice a month in person. You'll be subject to random screens for illegal drugs and or alcoholic beverages, and you will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a 24-week program where you would need to attend and complete all the classes at your expense. If you violate any of these conditions, your bond can be revoked and you could be back in jail in a no bond status. Do you understand, sir?
I believe so. So I have a signature bond.
You have a signature bond, but you're not to return and live there, and you cannot have any contact with the victim. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next case, please.
We have position 4, Mr. Choice.
You may. This is Xavier Choice, and his accusation number is 25 CR 6853G, accused of 1 count of battery from October 31st, 2025. Mr. Xavier, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Browning. Any priors?
35. You got an open battery in state court. You got the case number?
Yes.
On probation for robbery out of the cab. 2024 trespass no-low. 23 simple battery conviction. 2020 simple battery conviction, failure to appear. 2019 ag assault conviction. Got another battery conviction, 2020.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is $5,000 surety bond, no contact with the victim, Muhammad Sheikh, and that last name is Sheikh. Per the note, series convicted felon with theft and violent offense. He has probation and parole violations, a battery conviction from 2020. And one of the felony convictions is possession of firearm by a convicted felon. We spoke with the victim in this case, and the victim stated that all the information from the report is accurate, and he reported that doesn't know the defendant. He was just closing the store when the defendant began to attack him. The state would ask that the court sound for the victim when appropriate.
Mohammed, was it Sharif or?
Last name is Sheikh. It's spelled
Mohammed Sheikh.
Yeah.
Okay. If Mohammed Sheikh is on Zoom, this will be your time to unmute and start your video. All right. Ms.
And yep,
Browning,
your state would still ask for no contact as well. I left that off.
noted.
Your Honor, Mr. Choice is 37 years old. He was born and raised in Atlanta. He's a lifelong resident, and most of his family is here. He has a local address in Atlanta, and he does work at those apartments. He does maintenance work for them and has been working for them on and off for 3 years. He did not complete school. He works very hard, though he's having a hard time finding employment. So he does whatever odd jobs he can pick up, including the ones at his apartment complex. He the work that he does for them includes handyman work, cutting their grass, cleaning the outside premises. He was on Social Security, and then when he went to prison, it was discontinued. He is currently working with a lawyer to try to get that reinstated. There is some MH, Your Honor, and we will be having a social worker from our office go and talk with him if he does not get a signature bond today, Your Honor, because he has no way of getting out. His wallet was lost this week, and so he has no access to anything. He's really upset to find himself in this position. He says he's a very hard worker and he is very eager to get some more work. So we'll have a social worker go talk with him about getting work and other services that we can provide him, and any assistance. He seems very willing to change things. So we're just asking as low as possible, please.
All right. Unfortunately, he was just convicted of battery back in May of 2025. He took a plea and was placed on probation. Case 25 CR 001 Fund 50G. I believe he did that. I presided over that case. In this particular matter, I'm not certain what transpired, but the bond is going to be set at 3,000. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Mohammed Sheikh, to stay away from the Kroger store at 4920 Roswell Road. I think that's either in Atlanta, Georgia, or in Roswell, Georgia. And no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. I think we're going to require a social worker visit for housing and or MH issues. And his next court date is November 13.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next case, please.
We have position one, Mr. Amos.
Mr. Stephen Amos is accused of battery family violence from July 19th of last year, 2024. Case is 25 CR 6850E. Mr. Amos, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Browning. Any priors?
It's fourth. 2021 obstruction, terrorist threats, first offender. 2019 sale of marijuana dismissed. When the felony earlier on that burglary in the second, I was told it's 5,000.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Your Honor, state recommendation is a $3,000 surety. No further contact with the victim in this case is Nalia Haygood. No weapons, drugs, and a stay away from incident location, which is 5470 Buffington Road, unit 1215. State has spoken with the victim in this case. Report that she and the defendant are still together and currently reside at the same address. She stated that they don't have any children, and would like the case to be dropped. In this case, Your Honor, the state is asking that you sound for the victim when appropriate, and nothing further from the state.
Thank you. Nalia Haygood, if you are on Zoom, this will be the time to unmute and start your video. Or is it Nalia? Yeah.
It's Nalia.
Nalia, okay. Nalia Ratliff Haygood?
Ratliff Haygood, yeah.
Okay. All right, Ms. Haygood, if you please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? What would you like to tell us?
This happened like a while ago now. We haven't had any problems since then. Honestly, it was like a little situation. He took my keys. It was like an argument. It was nothing that was like super big.
Okay. Well, I guess he's got other problems brewing for him. So thank you very much. Ms. Browning, anything else to add?
Yes, Your Honor. So we are asking for a signature bond. As you noted, this occurred over close to a year and a half ago. Mr. Amos is a lifelong resident. He was born and raised in Decatur. His family is all here. He previously resided with The alleged victim, however, he is currently residing at his home in Fairburn. It's his family home where he's lived on and off for the last 20 years. And he lives there with his mother, his two brothers, and his grandmother. He earned his bachelor's degree from Georgia Southern in business administration. He's also HVAC certified. He also coaches, so he has a certification in that and first aid and CPR. He's currently employed working maintenance for Daniel Corporation in Midtown. He's been working for them for about 6 months. However, he's been working in maintenance for the last 8 to 9 years. As you heard, he has no failures to appear, no felony convictions, and Your Honor, they've been together for about 4 years, and as you heard, they're on good terms. So we are asking just for a signature bond and for a no further violent contact order. As she stated, she doesn't think that, or they've had no problems, and if you are disinclined to do that, we would still ask for a signature bond with a no contact order, but we would ask just that's no further violent contact, as I believe she does not have any family in the area, and he's pretty much all she has, and he still helps her out with things that she needs that want to reach out to family for.
She's been here for more than 2 years, right?
Correct. Yes, I believe so, Your Honor.
Yes,
They've been
yes,
together
yes.
for about 4 years, but I think that she doesn't have family here.
Yeah,
But that was my understanding.
that's okay. She knows other people. All right, a bond's going to be set at 2,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services. As next, and he is to have no further violent contact with Nalia Hager. And he's to complete 4 anger awareness classes through pretrial. This will be level 1 in person reporting. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and firearms. But I'll still reset this case to November 13 in light of his felony hold. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. ACDC, are you ready? No? Okay. Courtroom 2, who's next?
Position 12, Mr. Parks.
Mr. Darius Renard Parks, case 25 CR 6816D, is accused of criminal trespass. His case number, oh, well, we just read it, is from, well, this is another one of our Halloween specials. So incident date is October 31st, 2025. Mr. Parks, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Atay. Any prize, Mr. Howard?
14.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Howard. I've sent over a consent bond in this case.
Okay. And has it been signed by you?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Grace, you can either use the consent bond as signed by both parties, or you can create a whole new bond order. It's entirely up to you.
I'm using our bonds, Judge.
Okay.
Thank
And Mr. Nixon, what are the terms of the consent bond between the parties?
One moment, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
And I'm sorry, Mr. Howard, how many priors with regards to Mr. Parks?
14.
Okay.
You want the rest?
Any open cases?
No. Last conviction I got was 2020 disorderly.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Nixon, yes, sir, if you have it ready.
Yes, all I have here is the for the criminal trespass, just a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1.
Okay. And is there a stay away from Azalea Fresh Market?
There isn't a stay away, but I would agree to a stay away regarding this case here.
Miss
Objection to the stay away.
I'm sorry?
No objection to a stay away, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Parks, your bond is going to be set at $1,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. You will report to pretrial services once a month, and you are to not return to the Azalea Fresh Market. If you return, you'll be arrested again, and this signature bond will disappear. Thank you.
Next, we have position 13, Mr. Pinkett.
Mr. Antonio Pinkett Jr. is accused of criminal trespass from October 31st, as well as theft by taking. Case number is 25 CR 6862C. Any priors? I'm sorry, Mr. Pinkett, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Atay. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Second, 2020 shoplifting PTI,
How long ago?
2020.
2020. Thank you. Mr. Nixon?
State's recommendations for the current bonds remain in place. I believe it's $2,500 on each charge. This happened when the defendant jumped over the fence. That Martyr police observed him jumping over the fence in possession of a Dell Chromebook charger, tablet, another Type-C charging cord, and everything valued at $280. So that's the state's recommendation for this case.
Ms. Atay?
Your Honor, we would be asking for a signature bond through pretrial services. And also, I did get the pretrial report and spoke about that with Mr. Pinkett. He states that this is his very first arrest, and he does not have any idea about what this charge is from May of 2020. So
he's never been arrested for shoplifting, and he never went through pretrial diversion.
No,
All right.
he says that he has not. So I don't know if that's something that pretrial would. I mean, he is a junior, so it's possible that that's the reason. But he denies that he's ever been arrested before, Your Honor. So in any case, it would be that would have been in 2020. He denies it, but that would be 5 years ago. And this would be a second arrest. He says that it's his first arrest. He has lived in Georgia all his life. He did graduate high school in 2020 from Best Academy. Your Honor, he tells me that he was working at MARTA and denies the allegations as they're stated in the warrant. He says, of course, that he's likely lost the job at MARTA. He would not be able to afford the bond as it's set right now. And I do believe he is recommended for a bond, a UJR bond level 1. So I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services at level 1.
Okay. I have a November 25th, 2001 date of birth. Mr. Nixon or Mr. Howard, can you verify whether your GCIC is correct?
They got November 24th.
What? And Mr. Nixon?
Hold on. It looked like she got the wrong last name on here. It says Anthony Pencil, Penciel.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that would clearly be incorrect. So, I mean, I'm sure it's a pretrial bond, right? They'll clear it up.
On criminal trespass, that's going to be 1,000. Theft by taking is 1,000. This is going to be a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. He's to stay away from all MARTA property until further order of the court, and his next court date will be sent to his current address. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you.
But I'll let her know she need to redo this history, though.
Okay,
because it's the
thank you.
wrong person. All right.
And Your Honor, I found no history.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Next case.
Position 14, Mr. Rogers.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Afternoon. This is Christian Rogers, accused of criminal trespass from October 31st. Case number 25 CR 6863Y. Mr. Rogers, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Atay. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Rogers,
Mm-hmm.
third on probation in the cab, battery DV. That's it. That was as of March of this year.
Okay. Brief cycles. Okay. Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation, I know the current bond is $1,000 surety. The state's asking for $2,000 surety. If the court's not inclined, then we're agreeable with the $1,000 surety should remain in place. He was trespassed from this location prior to this incident and is currently on probation as discussed by pretrial. And while on probation, committed an offense. So this is the state's recommendation.
This is the apartment complex Twin Peaks, right?
Yes, Your Honor, that's what I have here.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Tate?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Rogers is 32 years old. He, as you heard, this is his third arrest. He states to me that he's successfully completed all the terms of probation in DeKalb County, including completing the 24-week FVIP. That's a battery family violence charge. This is a criminal trespass. The bond is currently set at $1,000. I would ask, this is not a bail restricted charge. I would ask for a signature bond through the jail. If Your Honor is not inclined, I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services. He has lived in Georgia for several years, and he has worked as a warehouse manager at a furniture store for 1 year. Twin Peaks is a restaurant, Your Honor.
Okay.
He was arrested at the restaurant next door and denies the allegations as stated in the warrant. He was not, and even according to the affidavit for arrest, he was at the restaurant next door, a different restaurant.
Wallet? Didn't they find his wallet at Twin Peaks though?
No, Your Honor, he tells me that when the police approached him, that they requested his ID and he provided it from his wallet. So, I mean, I know we're not litigating the facts today, Your Honor, but he was arrested at Real Taco.
He was found at Real Taco, but he apparently left his wallet at Twin Peaks before leaving for another restaurant, according to the witness.
Well, Your Honor, I don't know.
Okay.
But he was at the restaurant. He does state that he was at the restaurant next door. In any case, he's fine staying away from all the restaurants on that street. But I am requesting a signature bond through pretrial services rather than the $1,000 surety bond where it is right now.
Bond is set at $50 cash. Stay away from the Twin Peaks restaurant and stay 200 yards away from 3365 Piedmont Road in Northeast Atlanta. That's 200 yards, which pretty effectively keeps him away from that entire building. Next court date's November 13.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, was it hot? Thank you. Next case?
We have position 16, Mr. Woods.
Keon Lamar Woods is accused of battery from October 31st, and case is 25 CR 6865B. Mr. Woods, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Atay. Any priors?
No.
And Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Your Honor, state's going to ask for a $2,000 surety. Stay away from the Walmart at 6149 Old National Highway, and anger awareness. Looks like with regard to the facts, the defendant, Mr. Woods, stated that he and Mr. Gordon had a prior incident during which Mr. Woods ridiculed him by his peers regarding another prior incident. And this is where the altercation ensued here at that Walmart. So the state is asking for the aforementioned recommendation.
That was a very nice way of putting the case down. Okay. Ms. Atay, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Mr. Woods is only 18 years old. He has lived in Georgia since he was in elementary school. He's currently a high school senior at Banneker, eligible to graduate this December, and has already enrolled and planning to attend Atlanta Tech in January to study plumbing. He also is interested in earning a CDL. And yes, Your Honor, I would like to just clarify that Mr. Woods, my client, is the one who stated that he has been repeatedly ridiculed by peers since he says he was his shoes were stolen by the alleged victim in this case at gunpoint with the gun held to his head. The affidavit for arrest states that further investigation is pending regarding that reported. Actually, Your Honor, and Mr. Gordon, the alleged victim, did have a firearm on him, a Glock 19. So, Your Honor, I would ask, though, this is Mr. Wood's first arrest. He's a good student. He attends school. He's eligible to graduate, plans to attend.
Is Jaquan Gordon also a student at the same school?
And Your Honor, Mr. Woods tells me that Mr. Gordon is not in school.
Okay. Bond is going to be set at 2,500. It's a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. It's going to be telephonic reporting. No further violent contact with Jaquan Woods. And unfortunately, he won't be able to return to that Walmart at 6149 Old National Highway. They have enough problems. They don't need fighting in the apparel section. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Courtroom 2, have we concluded, or do you have any more cases there?
You can go to Union City now, Your Honor.
All right. ACDC or South Annex, whoever would like to unmute.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you. South Annex, who do we have?
My name is Alpha Berry.
Okay. Alpha Berry is position number 2, case number 25 CR 6851Y. Miss Berry has been accused of possession of a pistol or revolver by a person under the age of 18, excuse me. Incident date is from October 31st, 2025. Deputy, is the lighting there off?
The lighting is bad.
Okay, got it. We were able to see her briefly, but Miss Berry, my name is Judge Lal. I'd like to remind you that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed for you. And currently, your attorney is Miss Browning. And this is a first arrest. Mr.
And that's a he, Judge.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a he. Okay. Yes. And Mr. Nixon, what's the state's recommendation?
Like the state is recommending a $3,000 surety because of the nature of the charge, requesting no firearms or weapons while out on bond, to stay away from the Walmart, 6149 Old National Highway. Facts are the defendant came to investigate a friend involved in a fight at Walmart. Then officers were investigating and officers noticed his gun. And he tried to leave the scene but was detained by police. That's all from the state.
All righty. I guess it wouldn't be the same fight that we just addressed, would it?
It is.
Mr. Berry, let me do the talking for you, please.
All right, that's not going to help Mr. Berry's case. Go ahead, Ms. Browning.
Right. So, Your Honor, he wasn't part of the fight. He was picked up in the same occurrence, but from my understanding, he had just parked, like the fight had taken place, I guess, inside. He parked and was going to go inside to do some shopping because that is the Walmart where
with a gun?
Well, allegedly, but some people just carry guns with them. It wasn't, he hadn't, there are no allegations that he pulled it out or did anything. It's alleged that he had one on his person. And the officers, I believe it said they just saw him arrive on the scene and let me see. He arrived on the scene and then someone pointed him out to the officers. So he wasn't seen with anyone. He had just arrived there. So that's all in the warrant. But that is the Walmart near his home where he and his family do their shopping. But Mr. Berry is 17 years old. As you indicated, this is his first arrest. He has lived in Georgia essentially his whole life since he was 3 years old. All of his family's here, including his brother is on the Zoom to show his support. And I know his mother and maybe his sister were going to try to be here as well. So they are here showing their support and are aware of what is going on. There's his brother there. Your Honor, he does live in Atlanta and he is trying to get enrolled in classes to get his GED. He was supposed to graduate in 2025, but they had changed schools and there was some transferring credit issues. So now he's just trying to get his GED. He was previously working at McDonald's for about a year and a half, but now he is working in merchandise resale for about a year. Your Honor, we're just asking for a signature bond or bond to be set as low as possible. He has no record. He doesn't have any issues. He's just trying to, get on with his life and is trying to move past this unfortunate situation that he did not have involvement in and just happened to be picked up at that time. But that is where his family does his shopping. So it would be ideal if he did not have to stay away from Walmart, as he never even is alleged to have entered the Walmart or had anything to do with that altercation. But I understand if that's something you'd like to impose, but that would be inconvenient to say the least.
All right, Abu Bakr Berry, if you'd like to unmute. Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How do you know Alpha Osman Berry?
Yes, ma'am. Alpha is my younger brother.
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay. And what would you like to tell me?
Yes, ma'am. I would like for us to honor the public defender's recommendation of the signature bond, and give my brother another chance. Like Ms. Brown mentioned, is what you call being at the wrong place at the wrong time. This should not have happened. Alpha should not have been involved in this incident. But yes, I would like for us to honor that recommendation of the signature bond.
Who does he know from the incident?
So yeah, I still do not have the clear story because I was not there with them. I was in my place, and then so when the incident happened, he called me, and then he called my parents, and then my parents showed up to the scene. I was not able to make it, but I don't know who he was involved with.
But what incident are you referring to?
No, I'm referring to how he got arrested yesterday.
Okay. Whose Glock is it?
Yeah, that I don't know as well.
You don't know a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't I don't know. I don't
Why are
own
you here if you don't know a lot of things?
Oh no, because the public
Ms.
defender
Browning, please.
Yeah, the public defender called and said, it would be nice for the family to show up and show us.
Anyone else here for Mr. Alpha Berry? Okay.
I think his dad is there, but I don't know if he can hear us.
I think my parents are also here. Yep.
What are their names?
Yes, I'm here, Daddy. I'm here. I'm his daddy.
You good? Yeah. All right. Who would like to speak?
Yes, it's me.
Who would like to speak?
His daddy.
All right. Do you speak English, sir?
A little bit.
All right. Raise your right hand. I think the Zoom is frozen. Okay. My greatest concern is
Yes.
I am more persuaded from the warrant and from the comment that Mr. Alpha Berry just made earlier, referencing the prior incident from the one involving Mr. Woods and at the fight incident involving Mr. Woods. My greater concern is that I'm highly suspicious that Alpha Berry went to the Walmart, not going to go shopping, but to get involved in that fight between Woods and the other individual, and that he brought a firearm to this particular fight. I don't know. That's going to be something that's going to have to be fleshed out during litigation but I don't know what is Alpha Berry's connection to that fight. And he brought a loaded gun, allegedly, to a public place. The audacity of such a young person to do that. This is not a question about giving him another chance. This is a question about how do we send the message across that this kind of behavior is unacceptable. Bond is going to be set at 3,000. It's going to be a surety bond. Mr. Berry is going to be subject to a curfew. He is to be home by 6 p.m. and he cannot leave his home until 7 a.m. And that will be every day. He is not to be in possession of any firearms. He cannot have a firearm on his person. He cannot have a firearm in his home, in any vehicle he occupies or anywhere near him. If he gets arrested again, that $3,000 surety bond will be revoked and he'll remain in jail in a no bond status. Next court date is November 13.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Howard, sorry, Mr. Jordan, you can remove the family members from the Zoom, please. Thank you. Thank you, South Annex. We will see Mr. Berry at court or he'll bond out. Thank you. South Fulton ACDC, who do we have?
Position number 8, Ms. Fennell.
Okay. Ashley Latrice Fennell is accused of battery from October 31st, 2025. Case number 25CR 6857G. Ms. Fennell, my name is Judge Law. Please remember you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney, and presently it's going to be Ms. Browning. Any priors?
5, 2018 probation, 15 trespass conviction, failure to appear, and 2011 battery conviction.
Was there a DV conviction?
It just said battery.
Battery? Okay. Mr. Nixon?
Yes, Your Honor. State is acting for a $2,000 surety, anger awareness. Regarding the facts of this incident, it is a battery, and he's accused of striking the victim, Jerome Ware. And with regard to the information that I've received, it was multiple times to the facial area. The victim sustained visible abrasions to the face and scalp, and reported that a palm-sized section of his hair had been forcibly pulled out as a result of the altercation. So the state again is asking for a $2,000 surety, anger awareness, no further contact with the victim, and a stay away.
Okay. Ms. Browning? Oh,
Your Honor.
is Jerome Ware on Zoom? All right, Ms. Browning, you may continue.
Your Honor, Miss Fennell is 34 years old. She was born in Atlanta and raised here and lived here mostly. She left the state a few times, but has for the most part resided here. All of her family is here. She is a single mother with sole custody of her 2 children. She has a 9-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son who was recently diagnosed with autism. She does reside at the address on Woodland Ave, where this alleged to have taken place. It's an apartment complex, and the alleged victim does also live there. She does not know him, and but it would be difficult to have a no or a stay away order in this place because she is in Section 8 housing. However, prior to this, she had requested to be relocated because there has been some issues in the area and she didn't feel safe there. So she is actually on November 30th going to be placed in a different housing by Section 8. So at the end of this month, she will be moved. But she has lived there for 5 years at this point. She graduated from high school and then she went on to go to school for to be a nail technician and got certified and has her license through the state. She does nail full-time with a mobile senior nail spa and also works DoorDash to supplement her income so that she can support herself and her children. She did in December 2023 had surgery to remove her thyroid and does suffer some physical limitations like weakness and mental cloudiness as a result of that. As you heard, she does have some old criminal history. All this predates when she had her daughter. She actually, after having her daughter, she found out she had an FTA and a warrant in Tennessee. She got herself a lawyer and turned herself in. That warrant was related to an FTA from the 2011 battery conviction. And she did sort that out. And as I said, she turned herself in, I believe, in 2018 or 2017 to get that resolved. So we are asking for a signature bond, given the fact that she's a single parent, sole custodian of her children, one of whom has special needs. She's low income in Section 8 housing and has no felony history, and she will be moving at the end of the month.
Bond is set at 2,500, so signature bond through pretrial services level 3. She will report to pretrial services once a week in person. No further contact with Jerome Ware. If that person is a occupant or a employee at that apartment complex at Woodland Avenue, whenever he is outside, she cannot be outside. She's not to have any all communication whatsoever with him. Unfortunately, being arrested for a violent crime like this can also kick her out of the Section 8 program. So I don't know what her status is right now, but right now, when she moves address, she's to immediately notify the court of her new address. Like I said, if she gets arrested again, if she doesn't report to pretrial or she doesn't report to court, then her bond will be revoked. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. And I did discuss with her that she will need to come to the court and update her address when she moves.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I think I may have, thank you, ACDC. I don't know if I have waivers or excuses. Position number 7, D'Angelo Farmer. What's going on?
Your Honor, D'Angelo Farmer is also a consent bond.
Okay, and
position.
Yeah, Mr. Farmer is charged with fair evasion and criminal trespass, 25 CR 6856Y. Either you or Mr. Nixon can tell us the terms. What are the terms of the bond?
The terms are $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Stay away from all MARTA.
Okay, what's the breakdown?
There's no breakdown, but
okay. On the fair evasion will be 500. The criminal trespass will be 1,500. A total of a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services. Level 1, stay away from all MARTA until further order of the court.
I got a question. Where does he live? There's no address on here.
Mr. Nixon or Miss Atay?
Farmer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, whoever.
Farmer has a mailing address at is there not a mailing address? I can send that to Miss Grace. Once I
Let me see whether he has one on booking.
No.
He hasn't provided any information. No.
Well,
but
we interview him through pretrial services before he's released?
We have like no information on this man.
They don't interview with that. The stuff is supposed to already be here. State, y'all don't have to consent to everything through pretrial. Some stuff can go through the jail.
Mr. Nixon, why did y'all agree to this bond? There's nothing on this person. He'll disappear and we'll have no idea where he is.
I have no idea.
I'm going to hold off on this. Let's go on to the next one. Damian Hudson, position 9. What are we doing? Miss Tay, is this going to be a waiver, a release? Courtroom, do we know?
It's not a waiver. I talked to him on the phone.
Okay. Courtroom 2, is Damian M. Hudson available?
He is available in intake, but he refused to come to court, but he did talk to Atai on the phone.
All right. We'll reset him to Monday. And this will be November 1st, 2nd, November 3rd at 2 p.m. And Mr. Tay, if he still refuses to come to court, perhaps he might agree to a waiver.
I would have asked him to agree to a waiver if I knew he wasn't going to come to court today.
I know. Well, now we know. Position 11, Jamoyle Martin.
That is also, Your Honor, a consent bond.
Let me make sure first we have an address. Jamoyle Martin is accused of simple battery and terroristic threats and acts, case number 25 CR 6860F.
Yeah, he got one. This is first arrest too. So
Okay.
yeah.
And what are the terms, Mr. Nixon or Mr. Tay?
Your Honor, it is on the simple battery, a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1, and for terroristic threats and acts, $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No violent contact with Chloe Bethel. 3 anger awareness classes, and then the standard terms: no drugs, alcohol, or weapons.
All right. Mr. Nixon, are those the terms?
Those are all the terms, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Grace, for Jamoyle Martin, simple battery is 1,000, terroristic threats is 1,000, a total of 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No violent contact with Chloe Bethel, 3 anger awareness classes, no illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. Thank you. And then I have position 15, D'Angela Martin Terriquez.
And Your Honor,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
What's going on? Is it a waiver?
It is a consent bond, Your Honor.
All right. His
let's
case
see.
number is 25 CR 6864B, accused of 2 counts of cruelty to animals from October 25th of this year. What are the terms, Mr. Tay?
Your Honor, the term, sorry, I'm just pulling it up here. Okay, $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1 on each count of cruelty to animals. Surrender all animals. No further violations of the law.
Mr. Nixon, are these the terms?
Those are the terms, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Grace, $1,000 on each count for Mr. Terriquez, 2,000 signature bond pretrial level 1 in total. He's not allowed to own or possess any pets while this case is open and pending, and he's to surrender any other domestic animals he has to the Fulton County Animal Control Services. Next court date will be sent to his address. Thank you. All right, going back then to Mr. Farmer. I'm going to reject the consent bond for this case in terms of pretrial, because we have absolutely no information on D'Angelo Farmer, and there's no way for pretrial to monitor this defendant. Mr. Nixon, I can reset this case, or I can amend it to a signature bond through the jail, if the state is comfortable with that. I just need to know if he has any priors. Mr. Howard?
Farmer 20. We got an open trespass. Open case out of Mobile, Alabama. Loitering. What else? Open case out of Louisiana. Possession of a Schedule 1 marijuana, drug paraphernalia, resisting officers. 2013 simple robbery conviction.
All right. Deputy, can we have Mr. D'Angelo Farmer in court?
Your Honor, I did interview Mr. Farmer. He is suffering from a highly contagious skin condition.
Okay.
So he is not able to be brought to the courtroom. I will file a waiver for him if need be. I know that the
What
jail
is
not, due to his condition, they're not able to keep him in a I guess in a humane manner at the jail, because he needs to be out of the jail. He needs to get medical treatment. So I would ask for a signature bond through the jail. The charges are fair evasion and criminal trespass.
2,000 signature bond through pretrial, through the jail. Stay away from water until further order of the court. And maybe someone will let him know to go see a doctor immediately.
Thank
Good
you, Your
Brady or something. All right, going over the calendar. Position number 1, Amos, is a $5,000 signature. No, is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position, but it's reset to November 13 because of his felony case. Position 2, Barry's a 3,000 surety bond, reset November 13 with a curfew. 3, Batten is a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 4, Choice is a 3,000 surety, reset November 13. 5, Davis is a 1,500 surety, reset to November 13. 6, LA is a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 3. Pharma is a 2,000 signature bond through the jail. 8, Fennel is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 3. 9, Hudson is reset to November 3rd at 2 p.m., hoping he'll show up. Lloyd is a $2,000 surety, reset date November 13. 11, Martin is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. That's by consent. And then 12, Parks is also by consent, a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 13, Pinkett Jr. is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 14, Rogers is a $50 cash bond, reset November 13. 15, Tariquez is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial. I think it's level 1, yes. And that was by consent. 16, Woods is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Any corrections? No? All right, folks. That concludes the calendar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Y'all take care.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Grace, I'll look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be sending them right over.
Thank you.